goes fuck all that up. Fuck's sake. Fucking idiot. That's the only one I can fucking... Hang on. Sorry, everyone. It's not letting me... Hello?
Are you streaming it?
Yeah?
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm fucking... Stupid fucking thing. Fuck's sake. Hi. What's up?
Hi, Keith.
Hi.
Back to my Lucas stuff.
Good job.
She's not going swimming.
What?
I'm not swimming.
Why?
My babies don't fit.
I said we'll go get
I'm
some...
not wearing it. I look...
Just wear fucking a shirt and shorts. I'm wearing a fucking shirt and shorts.
No, you're hot.
No, I'm not.
Six-pack.
I look like a fucking whale, dude.
No, you don't.
We're getting you some... Well, just wear shorts and that.
I don't have shorts and that.
You could wear a pair of my shorts and that.
You're supposed to put me in that.
Okay. Oh my fuck. I had it all ready to go. Alright, let's go with that. A little bit of contrast. The lighting is the issue in here as well. I guess I can set up the light now. I'll set the light up so I have some better fucking... Just that a bit. Maybe turn the brightness down. Can we... How's that? If I go... Fuck's sake. This thing's fucking shit, bro. We'll get there eventually, ladies and gentlemen. dude. Fucking flick this thing on. A bit. That's a bit better. Alright. So, can we configure this one? What the fuck is happening? Alright. Alright, so YouTube's up. That's up. And now we've lost connection to what exactly? Fuck's sake, bro. That's turned off. I accidentally turned that off. Come on. You back? Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, after all that kerfuckle, hang on, we're a bit behind with this one. Alright, so we are going to be using this. This is a 3D thing I made a while ago. Can't remember where this is supposed to sit. No, that sits like that. So this has to go this way. And pretty sure it goes in here somewhere. Is it this one? Or is it not even that one? Is it this one? This was a, it's supposed to be a desk, just sit on your desk. It's got like a tentacle thing that it snapped while sanding. This was made a while ago when I first got my printer. This was like my first thing that I sculpted on the iPad, and yeah, so we're going to be using that because that is my logo in the center there. That eyeball bit, that's my logo. So we'll be using that to build this idea I have. So what we're going to do just for today's stream is start off with some drawings, and I'll probably have to update this a little bit just to make some of these veins a bit sharper, a bit more depth, and maybe even the eye, I want that to have some more depth too. And I printed these, that one was the first whole one I printed. It came out pretty good. This was, this bigger one was in halves. Printed it in halves and it sort of warped, so definitely be printing it whole. So the idea I was going to go with is a sort of like a melted lollipop, and obviously the outer layer of the lollipop is the actual lollipop. The lolly of the lollipop is transparent, so this will be painted and sitting on the inside of that. It will be visible, if you will. So let's take a photo of this. Like so. We'll pass this on to the iPad. Then we'll use this to trace, add insert photo. So we just trace this first. So, I hope everyone had a good Chrissy. Sorry I sort of fell off for a second there. Son's first Christmas. Sorting all that out. Got a new job, so it's kind of been a learning process with that. A bit draining. It's a bit physical. Been stressed out to the max actually with some things at the moment, but that's alright. We'll get through it. So I'm ready to get back and get this going every weekend if something doesn't come up. And yeah, I want to do this as our first project. And build this community up. Chill out, have fun. Make friends, grow together. So, there we go. There's our centerpiece. Now, to make that one, and then what we want is to start with. We'll get this down here. Shrink this a bit. We'll bring it down. Down to this actually. Don't need to shrink it. Right here. We'll go with sort of want it facing up at you. So if we do that and then have the straw sort of coming out the side here. Is this the same bloody layer? No. Get this straw. Don't want it too thick. We want it a bit longer, I think. Shit. Duplicate that. Then, so got the straw coming through here, and we do about I have a lollipop on hand, so I can't really measure the proportions. But I reckon if we go with something like that, and then we go with maybe it's how's that? It's a bit better. And then we hit. So we kind of want this to be not super thick. Like so. And then we want the band to sort of match. So if that's coming in through here, so we sort of want to go, if we go in line with that. Like so. Get rid of this. I don't know why bit amateurish. I haven't used the iPad in very, very long time. Kind of creating some other things at the moment involving resin for side jacks, which is another creative studio sort of thing I'm building. Just everything outside my hand forged universe, really. I've got some cool frame ideas I'm working on. So this will need to go. Shit. Like that. No. Let's go back. Just some easier things that I can make while having a full-time job and still feel like, you know, I'm creating something. It's a bit hard with you know, Bubba, and gotta help out. And then you got the work as well, living the life. So if we go like this, like so. And then we can get rid of this. Like so. Alright, so we have the lollipop basics. We want to now sort of melt this. So we want to sort of have flat 3, just that. So shit. Okay, flat 3. And then we can melt from here. So we want to so. And then that way. This can sort of come in like that still. And that. So this is the idea. And then that will just sit on whatever you want like that. So this, might as well draw it like that. That's the sketch, right? So this will be what's it called? So outer layer will be casting. Resin. The stick. And the eye. Will be polycast. Haven't used that yet. It says it's made for polyurethane. I think that's how you say it. It's made for. It's better for things you're going to paint. It's more like a plastic, if you will. Whereas casting resin, I feel you can paint it, but I feel like it's better for giving a transparent, clear effect. So over at Sidejex, we are working on, this is just a little sneak peek, some cup holders. You are the first to really see this. I have released a small clip of me pulling one of these out of the mold. So this is a spray can. I've got another one here. Spray can that's been cut. Can't really see the colour, and it's a bit hard to fucking show you because my brain does not work the same way as this camera is. You can sort of see the colour there. So this is a spray can that I've either found or used or gotten off an art friend. I wanted to make something that we can reuse these, so you know, it's just a thing for, you know, put your paint markers, your whatever you want on your desk. Show you the bottom. There's the logos on the bottom. Sidejex, there we go. And that will be filled with resin. So this is one of the painted ones I'll be releasing. It's one of my eyeball flowers. And I got some raw ones, so these are untouched, just how I found them. Like you can see there's a nice indentation down the bottom there. That's cool. Like these are artifacts. And then I've got so yeah, so these are just the raw ones. I've got another raw one here, and then this one was a failed one that I got to fix. As you can see along the top here, not enough resin, so it's kind of bloody hell, retarded. See how it's not got a nice lip on it. So that will be fixed, and the dingleberry forgot to take the tape off. That says R for raw. So yeah, and I've made like 3 molds of this to try and get it right. And this one was the mold that was not right. Obviously, it's got a seam line here. The logo is all like rooted. So this is the mold. It's just, yeah, you get your can, put it in. Hang on. Got some others that I need to cast here. You put your can, put it in, or you put some resin in, put your can in, put that in. Bob's your uncle. The only issue is the can may not be centered, so that's why the first drop's going to be called prototype. That's another first, little hint, sneak peek. And if you're watching this, go head over that social and give me a follow along. I'm posting the process now. And yeah, you guys are the first to hear about it. I haven't even properly released what this is or what I'm doing. They're just little hidden mystery clips that I'm posting. Try and build up some momentum and some mystery. And yeah, I've got 4 over there that I need to paint. We're doing a crossover for hand forged as well. So I've got the flower, and then I'll have 4 painted ones. 2 will be hand forged, and 2 will just be like graffiti to show that these can be personalized. Whether that's you've designed it yourself and I just paint it onto the can, or I send it out to you and then you send it back. I haven't thought it through yet, but that's another option that will be played with, thought out a bit more. But yeah, anyway, let's get back into this. So the casting, we can start the sanding process and perfection process, where we get all this sort of looking schmicko and ready to make some molds, which I don't know if I'll do a stream with that. I mean, if we can get it done on the sanding stream, then maybe I will, but it's kind of pointless just to make a stream where that only goes for like an hour of me just casting or making the mold. So what would probably happen is, oh shit, idiot. I'll make it during the week and then probably cast some stuff. Yeah. Cast it, And then, yeah, we can start painting, putting everything together. And then after the painting's done, the stick's glued in, the mold will be made so the stick will hold the eyeball in place, so it's suspended, and then cast it. So that way it's all one bit, casted, clear, transparent. No, I don't know if any of you've casted resin before, but if you cast something like they do with insects and stuff, they'll either coat the insect first or cast a thin layer and then they put the insect on it and then cast another layer once, like first that they cast a bit of resin first, that's the base, let it cure, then they add the insect and then they top it up and cover the insect. But once you can see if you play around with the angling of that whole mold, like that whole cast, you'll see the light reflect through that first layer. But if we do this all in once, we won't see that at all, which is the game plan. So, what we'll do is we'll get this nice final version of this. Tab. This is what we'll get done today. Just a nice finalized version of this guy. So what I will do is go in. Sort of give the effect of the layered transparency. Like so. We'll just dump this down so you guys can see better what I'm doing here. So the way I like to do transparent things is the thing inside, wherever there's a hard line that goes, we might thicken this one up, that goes across. Like so. That's a bit too thick for my liking. That's better. Like so. See how I've tapered it off. I feel like that just gives a little bit of sort of transparent effect where like the highlight will cut off what you can see pretty much, or the shadow. So we taper those. Like that. Go back to this one. What is going on out there? Sorry, I'm a really 1,000 line drawer dude. Really? especially since I haven't drawn in a while. And sorry if you watched the last stream before Christmas. I got a pretty ambitious idea, and I knew that once I started working on it that I was not going to get it done in time for Christmas. So I'll do it during the year at some point, and we'll get it done before next Christmas. I know that's a while away, but actually, we'll do this one first. So this one should be tapered. Oh, come on, dude. I hate when it does that. If you didn't watch it, it's a giant jingle bell that I've got. I wanted to turn it into a light. Got it from Kmart. It's a bargain. It's like $12 or something. It's just like you've probably seen them before. It's just a giant metal bell with no bell inside. It's just a display thing. It's has some pretty cool cutouts like stars and stuff. So yeah, wanted to turn it into a lamp so the light shines through there. And I'm going to paint big juicy Grinch on it. Have his mask on one side. There's like 3 positions I can paint on it where the cutouts aren't, like spaces in between the cutouts. And I wanted to do, yeah, I'll show you quickly. So we've got the Grinch, just a rough sketch. We're going to have the lights going through. He's got his little, this is my favorite scene where he's teaching Max how to be a reindeer, and he's got his little director hat on. And on the other side we have, well, there's Max. It's a pretty funny Max. And then his mask thing on the other side, and the Grinch at the front. But yeah, that's the bell. So we got a space here. There's a smaller space and a smaller space there. These were the other Grinches, but they kind of look like crackheads. That one actually looks sort of closer to him. Anyway, that's that. Oh, I'll show you this too. This is for the stream. So we're going to have like a screen that it's sort of sitting on, like the directional driving signs. We're going to have up here like ads and advertisement with the lights, animation and stuff. And then we'll have latest followers in here. That's sort of like a bus, digital bus sign. Then in here is going to be the webcam. That's going to be like a window into the building. Doom Boy. Who's Doom Boy? And then this is going to be like a progress bar that we can set goals. And then up here will be like a logo on the sign. All my socials. I forgot what this one was going to be, but yeah. Anyway, that's for the stream. It's the upgrade. But yeah, so let's continue on with the lollipop. I just think of all, like, millions of ideas during the day while I'm at work. And, you know, if you're an artist with no time, I'd call myself. The ideas, man. But with no time to actually work on them, to be honest. But we're here for it. We're here for the grind. I love it. I love it. It's a thing when you become a parent. Put your dreams aside because you gotta feed the baby. So I went and got a job, got some savings behind us. I only want to, trying to build Sidejecks. That's a product I can release. It's not. It's it's niche, but there'll be other things that I want to try and cater to a lot of people. So I'll have a product for everyone, and it'll be a service as well. So say you need custom table numbers made for your business, your restaurant. I will make them for you. It's a service and products that I make myself. That way, we can build this, quit the day job. That's the goal. And do this stuff full time, If I can quit my job, I'll stream a lot more, If we can build a community. It will free up time to be able to do more stuff. Okay, that does not look right. Go something like that. Yeah, that's cool. Shit. Bit more liquidy. Wanted it to be simple. Like that. And then that can get down. Get down like that. And then let's pass through the back there. And then we'll get this front bit. This isn't not going to be the final design. I'll do some more sketches. This is just a rough, just showing you guys the ideas that I have thought of. And then we can, I'll probably finalize when I start designing. So I'll actually, when I start, I'll have a better idea. I'll go do some research of some melted designs. See how we can achieve. I want something like simple and it actually looks like, melted, but simple. Melted and simple. It'll make it easier for the molds to make too. And I feel like it'll look better in the long run if it's simple. Simple cells. That's why, if you look at all the old logos, they're pretty intricate. And now you look at logos and people learn that simple is better a lot of the time. Simple is better. Alright, now add the top on. Add the straw. Voila, that is our outline. Now we can hit up some color. So if we were to do red, the inside would probably be good. Nice and blue. So if we go blue and yellow, blue, eyeball, yellow. We'll play around with the colors. Blue. Is this even bloody? Yeah, it's live. Hi. What's the time? 20 past. I'll end it soon. What are you doing?
Not much.
You okay?
Yep.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You just checking in? going to my auntie's for a little getaway. Last week we went to the zoo. Son's first time at the zoo. It was horrible. The zoo was fun. The weather was shit. He's 10 months. It's probably a little bit early for him to go. If you can't see the animals, then you can't really. Halfway through, and we called it. We did the aquarium, like the sea life bit, where they have the seals. You bloody love the seals. Kind of cruel. All they do is swim back and forth, but you know, it is what it is. People want that money, I guess. If they're like can't go back in the wild, or there's something wrong with them, and they're looking after them, I guess that's fine. But yeah, I don't like animal just being locked in a cage. But it's a bit condescending, isn't it? Because I paid tickets to go fucking see it. And I love animals, so. Okay. What have we done here? But yeah. Here. Been pretty busy most weekends. I only get the 2 days off. We worked through Christmas. So that was interesting. We need a dark grey. Need a bit lighter than that. Got the website back up and running because I had to get rid of that because I wasn't working at the time and wasn't making any money from it. Still not making any money from it, but it's up there. I have the available funds to get that up and running again. I went with Sellify instead of Shopify. Bit cheaper, not as much stuff like tools and stuff you can do. It's not like a proper website builder. It's more of just products, sell products and stuff. Basic. So yeah, we got that going. This. Like that. I'll get this on. YouTube videos, I was doing them once a week when I wasn't working because I had time to, you know. It's pretty slack. They weren't the bit like they were better. Like I'm getting better at them. It's just sometimes you leave it to the last couple of days and then you're rushing to just get something out. And in the end, you know, I've got a couple, like probably 5 probably followers from doing a video every week. But you know, it's a game of consistency and quality, isn't it? I guess there's some channels out there that aren't the most high quality and like Adam Savage. Not that they're not high quality videos. Like you know, he just films himself all the time, and I would love to do that, but not that his work area is super clean. Mine is a pigsty. Got shit everywhere. So I kind of got to try and pick one frame and hold it. It's either facing the wall or facing directly closer to the table so you can't see the background. And lighting, need to get better lighting. I have a batten light in here. I didn't install it, someone else did one before they bought the house. And yeah, it's an LED. Don't have a remote for it. If it was a tricolour, and it's yellow light, so it kind of looks gross in here with that on. I've got these old studio lights. Like I said though, you don't really need to make high quality videos to get anywhere. It's more consistency and getting the exposure, which is very hard. But yeah, we're getting there. We're building. I want to build the stream up. That's the main focus for Hand Forged, and then when we finish projects, we will sort of let's do shadow actually first. We will do a YouTube video of that. So for people that don't want to watch the hours long streams, we can cater to them as well. Give them a nice video process. So something like that will be the colours, and then we go in and add some but yeah, if we go back to what I was talking about, I seem to have an issue if I make something and it doesn't sell or post, because I've got like so much limited time with making this sort of stuff. It kind of kills the motivation, if you will. I have a desire to do all this every day, but it's kind of annoying, you know. You want this so bad that you kind of put whatever energy you have left in it, and yeah, it either flops or maybe I just got too high expectations and want everything to be, you know, perfect as an artist that I am. I have a problem with perfection. I'm just shooting shit here. Running out of shit to talk about, so we're getting deep in the convo. I was doing markets, but you know, again, I only got the weekends to do stuff, and if I'm there, it's only like one Sunday every month, so it's not too bad. Like, I'm just probably being a bit lazy in that department. I go there, you gotta set up at like 6, 7, get ready before everyone starts coming in, and the times I went, my family was the only people buying stuff, and I did sell one painting. It was like a rat trap. That was pretty cool. I'm glad that I sold that. That was like one of the first paintings I ever did, and yeah, glad that sold. That was like my first sale there. That wasn't. Well, I sold a couple of prints and stuff, but like that was $50. But every time I went, I just pretty much made my money back. I didn't really make any money, which I guess, you gotta start somewhere. I'm not complaining or anything, I'm just chatting, just sharing some thoughts, some fruits for thoughts, whatever the saying is. Food for thoughts? I don't know. Just frustrating, just sharing some frustration of being an artist. Maybe, I've got to be honest for myself as well. I'm not I've never been super consistent. And if I am, it's usually very lazy consistency, if you want to call it that. Just posting things I've drawn, and just scheduling the batch of it, and not really putting too much effort into learning proper marketing and stuff like that. But I'm growing. We are growing. We are getting there. We're firing back up for the year. We are going to smash this year at the park, if you will. The goal is to, for this year, is to at least get one client for Sidejecks. That way, just shade all this in with a stick liner. I do want to try and quit the job at the end of the year, but I mean, I will quit my job at the end of the year. That's how you're supposed to frame these things, right? I will quit my job at the end of the year. Not that the job's bad, there's nothing I really want to do apart from this. If you know, you know. I don't want to do a job that I don't want to do. It's not that I'm lazy, like I'm still doing it. This is the dream. And now I've got a son, and I want to show him to chase your dreams no matter what. But I also want to be present. I don't want to be non-existent. So I think that's one of the worst things, Yeah, you might make it, but if you're not present, then I feel like you're not a good parent. know, presence is a big thing with parenting, I feel. Alright, so we got that cranking. That's the idea behind the, and we could probably even add some thick boys in here. Some of these in. I feel like I don't, like, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like it's luck sometimes too. You know, many are called, but only a few are chosen. Maybe that's just my way of convincing myself that, you know, it's okay that you didn't make it, mate. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to talk for the sake of talking. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so if we go here and we go something like that. Maybe it's just better to go normal. Yeah. And we'll dial that back here more. Oh, we can add a overlay. And then this one, we can dial back a little bit more. And then here we will select mask. And then we'll select invert. Click on that. Get this out. Color this in. Okay, big chubby one. Big boy. What have I done here? That's not the right thing I should have done. We should have kept that non-inverted. Select. Leave that like that. And then we color this in. Dingleberry. Is that better? Yep. So yeah, I do want to get into markets again this year. That would be cool. I want to do, once I get, I need it. So what I want to do is start releasing some clips and reels, try and build some momentum again with this. Socials, and then go from there. I want to have some subscriptions on my website. So for if you will, what we got going on here? For like a monthly t-shirt or a monthly postcard or a monthly, stuff like that. Then that way it will keep me more involved in sort of building and drawing, and that will give me some safety on if I can get a fair few people, get a safety net going of some stable income that I can quit the job and we can grow, evolve. Because that's the main thing, isn't it? You gotta be making money to justify. If you're not making money, you're not feeding your family. I don't even know how to do this sort of stuff, so I'm just winging it, really. We are winging it right now. Darker. And then we need to get a time. I better finish this. $100 million, breadwinner business. Poor guy is going through it out there. Something like that. Look, I'm not really good at doing this shiny stuff. I don't do much of it. Something like that. And we'll colour the straw in because we forgot to do that. What the fuck, dude? Nice. Like that. Get a nice grainy. Like so. That's a bit better. Get that one back in. Lower that one. That's the idea. I'll just sit at your desk and look up at you. Look, it's not. I'm not no lollipop scientist. I just winged it. Obviously, I need to work on my transparencies, but that's the idea. Painted, cast. I do have red resin liquid for my printer, but that can like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that with like using paid eyeball and stuff. I have to make that in like a 2-piece case that goes together over the eyeball, which is more trouble than just casting it. But yeah, this is going to be our project for the next couple of streams. Thanks for watching. Sorry I was crapping on about random shit. Just trying to chat, just trying to be open. Once we can get some more followers and some banter going, it'll be fun. It's a bit hard to just talk random stuff and entertain you folks. But yeah, thanks for watching if you watched. Thanks for watching if you're gonna watch. And excited to bring you guys along this journey. There will be a full video after we've made them. So first will be like a little tester, probably about this big, but the size I want. Where's that? The size I want. This is a rough size. I mean, a ball, probably fist size, and then the stick comes up to about there. So I need to work on my camera skills. That's the goal size, but we'll make something tiny, probably key ring size. The only mold I'll be making for that is the outer bit. The rest will be the resin that I print with. Just to see how I would achieve getting that casted at the perfect height and center, because that's the issue with especially this. Like, this one's pretty if you can see, it's nearly touching down here, and we've got all that gap up there. Like, that's stuff I need to work on how to keep it centered. But this is drop 1. Drop 2 will be a different design of the actual shape of the cast. The cans will be the same, and I'll work out a way to keep that centered. But anyway, peace, love, thanks for watching, bye.